I recently discovered a prestigious university in Europe. At this university, as an international student, you are eligible for accommodation grants. You are also eligible for different scholarship at different level. There are a lot of English courses for master's and bachelor degree. One thing amazing about this university is that their application process is very simple and they are currently open for admission for international students at affordable prices. So, if you are interested in moving abroad, this might be the opportunity you have been waiting for. What is the name of this university? What are the courses available for masters and bachelor? How much is the tuition fee? What is the deadline to apply? In this video, I'm going to answer all these questions. And if you are coming across this channel for the first time, here we talked about relocation abroad through study, work visa. So if you are interested in moving abroad, subscribe to this channel and put on your notification so that you don't miss any of my updates. Now, join me while I open my screen to show you everything you need to know about this university and the application process. So, the name of the university is Masaryk University and is located in Brno, Czech Republic. So if you want to apply, you come to where the roads study at MU. So let's click on study at MU. Then we have bachelor and master study. Let's click on that. So that will take us to this page. Let's scroll down. There are different faculties. So number one, we have faculties of medicine. So let's look at the courses under this faculty. So we have two courses under faculties of medicine for master's program. And let's go to faculties of science. So we have for bachelor study, we have biology and biochemistry, data analytics. Then for master study, we have biochemical and cellular technologies, geography and global environmental change, molecular and cell biology. So for faculties of arts, bachelor study, culture, media and performative arts, English language and literature. Then for master study, English language and literature, visual culture and art history. Then for faculties of education, from bachelor study, education for diversities and inclusion, English language for education. Then master study, lower secondary school English language teachers training. And faculties of pharmacy, we have master study pharmacy. The faculties of economics and administration, bachelor study, we have business management and finance, economics and public policy. The master study, applied health economics, business management, finance, public administration. And for faculties of informatics, so we have master study artificial intelligence and data processing, computer system communication and security, software system and service management, theoretical computer science, visual informatics. So under these courses we have different specializations, so you can go through them and pick any of the specialization that is convenient for you. And for the faculties of social studies, bachelor study, we have global challenges, society, politics and environment, international relation and European politics. Politics, Media and Communication. The Master Study Cultural Sociology, Energy Policy Study, European Governance, International Relations and European Politics, Public and Social Policy and Human Resources, then Sociology. So these are the programs available for all the faculties. So now let's look at how to apply. Okay, application deadlines. Okay, let's just go through the application deadline. So faculties of medicine, we have 31st July, so that means there is no February intake. And faculty of science, 28th February, there's no February intake. The faculties of arts, we have, okay, there's February intake. That's the deadline, it's 38th September, so we still have time to apply. Then faculties of education, no February intake. Same applicable to faculties of pharmacy. But for faculties of economics and administration, February intake, we have 15 October. And faculties of informatics, also 15th October. And faculties of social study, 31st of October. So if you are applying in any of those faculty, so you still have time between now and October to arrange your document and apply for the admissions. So now let's look at the admission requirements to study at this university. So since there's no course available for February intake in the faculties of medicine, science, art, let's just go to education. So faculties of education, okay, there is no February intake, so let's go to pharmacies. Is there any in pharmacy? Okay, there's no in pharmacy. Okay, let's go to faculties of economics and administration. Okay, so application deadline, that is February 15, October 38th. That is the deadline for application for faculties of economics and administration. So if you are applying for bachelor and masters, so for bachelor you click on the first link, then for the master second link. So you go through the links and read more about the requirement and how to apply. So for bachelor program, what are the required documents? So admission decisions are made by dean of the faculty based on recommendations from the admission commission. The commission evaluates: number one, documented language competence, previous study results, sufficient knowledge of the field, access through the applicant's submitted essay, and if applicable, an interview. The information provided in the statement of purpose. So when you are preparing your document, make sure you work on it so that the faculty will be able to recommend you for admission. So it's very important. Most time they don't call for interview, they only give you admission based on the documents you submitted. And also for follow-up master, I think same thing applicable to bachelor and master's program. So that is for faculties of education. Then next faculty, which is informatics, let's check their requirements. Okay, so application deadline, we also have 15 October, and these are the admission requirements. Number one, completed online application, curriculum 13, that is your CV, diploma or statement of expected graduation, at least of the bachelor degree from an accredited universities, diplomas, supplement and transcript of record, list of selected computer science maths course with detailed descriptions and syllabus. So you can go through each of these requirements. They also have proof of English language level, at least at B2 level, provided by accepted below mentioned certificate. Motivation letters related to the program of choice. Essay that's related to the program of choice. Own academic work publication, and so on. So for the English proficiency, if your previous study was English medium, so you can contact the school, let them know that your previous study was in English, and they will tell you to do. So most time you will be required to take a letter from the Ministry of your of Education from your country stating that your previous education was conducted in English. So that is not a problem. And for the last one, faculties of social study. So for bachelor's program, also October 31st for deadline. And admission requirements: e-application, secondary school certificate or proof of current study, B2 English certificate, just like I said, the ID or passport copy, the international relation and European politics, plus motivation letter and transcript of records. So these are the documents needed for bachelor's program. Then for masters, applicants must submit the following documents: so diploma or confirmation of current study, official English certificate minimum B2 level, just like I said before, then ID or passport, your CV, motivation letter, statement of purpose, full transcripts, one recommendation letter, then essay. So these are the documents required for masters. Please take note of this document. These are the documents that will speak for you, either to give you admission or not. So make sure you prepare them very well. Take your time to prepare them so that at the end of the day you will be recommended for admission. So I think the next thing we need to look at is tuition fee and financial aid. Okay, so tuition fee for degree programs taught in English language. So tuition fee are paid per academic year and vary depending on the faculties and the degree program. So depends on the faculty. So for faculties of medicine, 380,000 CZK. So you can convert this to euro or dollars to know the actual amount. Then faculties of science, 3,000 euro per year. Then for geography of global environmental change, 4,500 euro. Then for data analytics, that is 14,000 euro per year. Then faculties of arts, 76,000 ZK. So we can convert all this. So these are the tuition fee for each of the faculty. So you can go through each of the faculty and choose anyone that is convenient for you. So for the financial aid, now apart from the accommodation grant provided by Masaryk universities, you can apply for other financial aid organized specially by your faculty. So this means that all international students are eligible for accommodation grants. So that is for everybody. Then apart from that grant, each faculties have a scholarship or financial grant available for every student of each faculty. So for faculties of medicine, social study, arts, education, and all that, so you are eligible to or you are eligible for financial aids and scholarship. So that is for that. Then okay, we've talked about that. So you can reach through all these and digest them while applying for the program. So government scholarship, you can go through each of them. Scholarship for programs for students from Ukraine, federal student aid for students from the USA, Erasmus and master loans, international vice grad funds, and all that. So you can read through each of those things to familiarize yourself with them And which other thing? I think that will be all for now. So if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so and put on your notification, because in the coming days I will be dropping updates on relocating abroad through different routes, such as study, jobs, visa sponsorship job, and any route to relocate abroad. So make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my updates. I will see you in my next video.